which is graduate assistantships at University of Texas at Austin in United States. Let me share the link with you. Right. Okay. This is for master's and PhD students. We see graduate assistantships pretty much every week. They can be great opportunities for masters and especially for PhD students. It's in University of Texas at Austin. It's full funding, meaning covers more than full tuition, much more actually, this one. There are no specific nationalities, there are no specific subjects. Sorry, and the admission deadline is October the 1st. And if you want to find the perfect scholarship for yourself, go to our website globalscholarships.com and use our free search tool. Type in the program, university, or the country you are interested in and see all the available scholarships. Use our filters to find the most suitable scholarship for yourself. It's completely free and doesn't even require registration. Find the perfect scholarship right now. What it covers, as you can see, now, first of all, what is a graduate assistantship? Basically, it is being employed by where can I find master's scholarships? We just did one. Hang on, let me just share it with you. For example, one example is this. For example, this is a scholarship for master students in Netherlands. Like you can look up, look into this. Or what you can do is go to our website globalscholarships.com. And hang on. If you have a country that you're interested in, you can type that in. For example, let's say United Kingdom or United States, right? And click. Or if you don't have any country in a place in mind, you can just hit enter here, and then filter that by degree and choose masters. And if you want a scholarship that you can apply right now, you can choose deadline, currently open. And as you can see, you have hundreds of scholarships here. I'll just share the link with you so we can look into this, right? You can also filter further for, hang on, this is still United States. Why? No, all locations it should be. So yeah, you can filter for subjects, nationalities, scholarship deadline, scholarship type, full funding, full tuition. Now, graduate assistantships are also available for master students, but if I'm not mistaken, they are usually given to PhD students. Master students can get them, but I am told that it's not that common that they get it. It's kind of rare. Anyway, this is one of those. Basically, it's kind of like being employed by the university. You go to the school, you work as an assistant. You can be a research assistant. You can be a teaching assistant, administrative assistant, or academic assistant. So you work up to maybe 20 hours a week in the university. And in turn, they give you a lot of benefits. This one, in particular, covers your entire tuition fees, which can, in the United States can be as high as $60,000 a year. It will give you health insurance, which is really extremely important in the United States. And it will also give you kind of a monthly stipend, usually not this high, because this is some of the highest numbers that I've seen, $3,000 to $6,000 monthly for assistant instructors, to $5.6 thousand monthly for teaching assistants. These are quite high numbers, which will, of course, you can easily live by this living stipends. Enroll for at least 9 semester hours in a degree-seeking program. So the university is University of Texas at Austin. As you can see, it's a large university in Texas. There are some other scholarships as well. Now we have admission and deadline information here for this university. And as you can see, their tuitions are normally high, but for masters, it's quite lower than what you would see in a United States university. Basically, because you see in the United States from $30,000 to $60,000. This is quite affordable compared to those. And if you want to see what university looks like, here it is. Let's see, it's in Texas. Austin is a city in Texas. As you can see, it's here. It's quite close to other cities like San Antonio, Houston, Dallas. Here it is. This is where it is, and this is the university basically. If you want to study in the United States, maybe if you want to study in Texas, which is kind of like a rising star in United States economy at this point. Like people are talking about like whether it will be as big as California. So like if you study in Texas and like you, especially for your PhD education, you'll probably be able to find employment, like job opportunities. There are a lot of job opportunities now in Texas. So yeah. So this is the university basically. If you want to get more information about the scholarship, you can just click here. They give you a lot of information. Now, usually information on graduate assistantships are really detailed, mainly because, as you can see, this is employment. So it will have a lot of detailed information. As you can see, resources, training, student employee compensation, benefits. You can click on any of these, tuition and costs, resident tuition entitlement. But basically, in a nutshell, it covers your tuition fees, it covers your health insurance, and it gives you a lot of stipend to cover your expenses. That's pretty much it. We do graduate assistantships pretty much every week, but most of them do not cover, are not this comprehensive. Some of them only covers tuition fees. Some of them covers just a part of the tuition fees. So this is quite good of an opportunity. And before like prompting Eamon in, I'm going to also say one thing that he always emphasizes about graduate assistantships. Graduate assistantships are not earned before applying or going to the university. So basically, you need to apply to the university for a PhD program, and then you get admitted, and then you go to the university, and then you can apply for the scholarship. So like you cannot, like you have to have a plan beforehand for financing your education. And then if you get scholarship, get the assistantship, you don't need to spend all your savings. You can just keep them, maybe also travel and etc. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Eamon, do you want to add anything about this one?
Yeah, maybe just like a point about master's or PhD students being graduate assistants. I agree with you that, well, depending on the country, PhD students are given priority, mainly because most of them are going to be professors themselves, and that serves as a good experience. So universities would rather hire PhD students to give them that experience, so they act as more or less full-time professors, but without the title, of course. Whereas master students, they're not employed in that capacity most of the time, and this is also university dependent. So they could be uh, employed as an assistant who also gives lectures or seminars. Well, that also I keep emphasizing that it depends on the university, but
Mm-hmm.
they're sometimes employed in the capacity of grading papers, for example,
Mm-hmm.
um, and not actually doing the teaching.
Yeah.
So it just depends on the university, the title or the job they're offering, and the job you're applying to. And that's why PhD students are actually favored in that department. Yeah, so other than that, I think you mentioned everything there is to mention. And I agree with you that the stipend is quite generous, uh, going up to $5,000, which is quite good to survive on. So you probably wouldn't need another job on top if you're teaching uh, a position.
Um, I think your Is it my
Sorry?
connection or is it your connection? I'm not sure. I couldn't quite catch the last sentence you just said. Might be my connection.
Oh, I'm not sure, but I said that $5,000 is good enough to live off of
Mhm.
without requiring an additional job on top of your teaching position.
Yeah. Also, Texas is not that expensive. It's not like as expensive as like places like New York or California and etc. So
Um,
yeah, it would be I say enough.
yeah, I'm pretty sure like that a lot of people move to Texas for these reasons, and I think that even
Mhm.
taxes are lowered there
Yeah.
in comparison to other states, and that's what makes it a good place to live in. But at the same time, I think the weather is not optimal
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah.
all year around, so that's also something to consider.
Yeah. It's I believe like it's about like right now it's reaching or like surpassing about 100 Fahrenheit, 100-degree Fahrenheit. Like it's kind of a normal, becoming a normal thing in Texas, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah. So if you are going from a very cold place, it would be very difficult to get acquainted. So yeah, keep that in mind too. Okay. Thank you very much. All right, guys.
Yep.
This was the last. I'm sorry. Do you have anything to add?
Oh, no.
Okay. Sorry. I thought I interrupted you. Anyway, guys, this was the last scholarship of the day. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'm going to give you like a minute to type them in the chat. Otherwise, I'm going to end the live stream here.